but after importing data from outside to inside, we can see only 3 records only. Okay, now here when I submitted, we can see it here. So 102, 33, 103, 88. So 103, 88. So what is my next row starting? Displaying is 77 and we are skipping those entire values only because third row already. Okay, when we submitted our data set in my editor window, we are displaying the output only. Back end one machine is running. That is called compilation only. That is called already this row compiled on. Compilation I will explain separate via PPTs only, PPTs wise. Already this row compiled only. This row compiled means second row, whatever values are missing, those values we are taking from which value? Which row? Third row only, next row. Again this row what goes to fourth row. So this third row, whatever column values are there, we can remove entire column values only. Again this row not read again as a fourth row. So that's the reason we can go for fresh row only. Which row? 104. Now last one, please check it and let me know. If you say this one, then I will go for proper. So is equal, my data set name is a AE, then run it. So now when I submitting this one, the second row is a 102, 22, 33, 103. So 6 we are removing. So we cannot again read that same row. Next we'll go for fresh row. That is a 104, 77, 105, 106. So 105, 106. But this is a incorrect. So instead of the VLM, instead of the DSD, I use the which option? Flow over only. So what is our text file name? AB. Again I am opening ABTXT file. How many rows are there? 3 rows. 3 rows. But without using any option, 2 rows only. Okay. So now I am using which option? This is a one certification. SAS is a one tool. SAS also certification is there. SAS company, okay, providing the SAS certification. So this is a certification question. What is the in-file default option? What is the in-file default? A, miss over. B, flow over. C, trunk over. D, scan over. Okay, that is a options actually. Okay, which option is correct option? Just tick it. Okay, so here my option is flow over option. Without using flow over, with use flow over, output is same only. There is no difference here. Without using flow over, with the use flow over, always we can display the same list. Is there any next column, next record value replaced with the prior record missing value only, previous record missing value. Now here how many records are there totally? 3. But I am using flow over. Again 3 or 2? 2 only. But I am using flow over, right? So without using flow over also 2 only. If you use flow over also 2 only. There is no difference here. See my. Okay. Now what is our next TXT file? AC. When I open my AC TXT file, actually how many records are there? Without using flow over, how many?
2.
With 2. Without using flow over, 2. With use flow over also 2 only. Now I am using flow over. Okay, flow over. Just submit this one. When I submit it, we can see the only 2 only. Without using, with use, output is a same. There is no difference here. Okay. So remaining things also, AD also, last one, that is AE. We'll go for AE. Actually, without using flow over in my AE data set, we are displaying the 3 records only. Now I am using which option? Flow over. So when I submitting this one, we can see the again how many? 3 only. Okay. Now this is a by default option is a flow over option. Then anybody please let me know flow over is useful or not in the real time scenario. Not useful. The only purpose is a certification purpose, but this is not useful in our real time scenario while using in-file option only. Clear? Now my question, wherever missing values are there while importing the data from outside to inside, is there any missing value in my TXT file? I want to display as a dot or null only. Then how can we do that? So that purpose our next flow over is clear, everybody. Next one is our option
Miss over.
miss over. So now I am going to use miss over. What is the? I will give PPT also. Don't worry. Each and every option description with example. One PPT also I will share it to you everybody. Don't worry. Okay. So next option is which option here? But PPT I will share next week. Next Friday. I will. Today is a Friday, right? Next Friday I will share the infile PPT. Okay, because infile is a very any important. I will share the PPT. Okay, so here miss over. What is the purpose of miss over? Now miss over when it will be useful means in clinical domain or banking domain. Clinical domain our record font is phase 1 means 20 records, phase 2 means 200 records. But we don't know is there any missing value. Wherever missing values are there, I want to display as a dot. So now instead of the which one? Flow over, I am using which option? Now what is my text file name? Now I am opening ABTXT file. How many records are there? Now I am using miss over. If along with the miss over, if I submit, how many records we can display it in my output? 3. So what about MPC value? Dot. Because what? Numeric only. That is a numeric variable only. Clear my point? Okay. Now I am submitting this one. See this here. When I submitted, how many? 3. Dot. Remaining values also dot. Clear your point? Okay. Okay. So this is we have to use this option miss over. Here also go to ACTXT file. In my ACTXT file also how many records are there? 3. Without miss over 2. But I will take one more TXT file. AE. My file name is AP. AP is my TXT missing. C value also missing. So here in value, P value, C value. C value. How many? Totally 3, right? 3 means here M, here P, next C. So here also if I am using only DLM is called comma, how many records we can display in my output window?
3, sir.
3 or 2? What is the third record? Just let me know. Second record 102, 88, 99, 103.
103.
That we can remove them. Okay, we can skip it. Then next to 104 only ID value is there, but there is no MPC. Even next record also we don't have it, right? So is there the MPC value? At the time only we can read the next record, but only 104 ID is there. We can skip that record also. Then how many records we can display now?
2 only, sir.
2. Is a 102, 88, 99,
103.
Now I am going to import this one. So here right click, go to properties, go to security, select this entire file path location. My file name is a AP here, data, AP, infile. Give your file path location. DLM is equal to which one here? Comma. Because there is a comma delimited file. Input, ID, M, P, C, then run it. Drop, print, data is equal. What is my data set?
AP.
Then run it. So if I am submitting this one, when I submit it, how many records we are displaying? 2. This is a correct output? No. This is a by default which functionality it is executing? Backend.
Flow over, sir.
Flow over functionality is executing. I don't want flow over functionality. Then we have to use on top of that
Miss over.
Then how many is required here? 2. One is a DLM is called comma. Miss over. How many options? 2. At a time 2 options required. Because this is a comma delimited file. And in my text file some missing values are there. DLM is called comma required, and at the same time miss over is required. Clear my point here? Okay. Now I am using here yes. Step 23, 24, 102. Which value is missing? ID. 99, 89, 76. Okay. ID and M value is missing. 88, 99. ID is missing. M is missing. But P is there. Then C also missing. Okay. Next 104. M is missing. P is missing. C is 67. Clear my point. So, is there any difference here? My previous AV, this is the AP.
MPC. MPC.
I mean, in my second row, which value is missing? C. In my PC. In my fourth row? Okay. Now I want to import this txt file from outside to here. How many options required? DLM is called a comma plus miss server. At the time, 2 options required. Otherwise, we go for DST. First, I will DLM is called a comma plus miss server. How many rows are there totally? 5 rows.
5 rows.
5 rows. Now, my file name is a AV. Go to properties. Go to security. Select auth location. So go for this editor window. My file name is a AV. That's the reason AV dataset in file, and in my txt file some missing values also there. Okay, that's the reason I am using DLM is equal to comma then miss server. Fine here. So next one is a ID input. How many columns are there? ID MPC. Okay. So ID MPC. Then run it. Prog bring data is equal. What is my data set name? AV. Then run it. So listen carefully here. Miss server. Always when our last column values are missing, at that time only miss server it. Totally how many rows are there in my AVTXT file? 5 rows. We can display the 5 rows only in my output window because I am using which option? Miss over. Okay? But concentrate on second row. Which column value is missing?
ID. First. ID.
ID, it check the ID column value is missing, right? It check the next column value. Next column value is there? Missing or the next column means M value is there or not? M
Yes, sir.
ID value is missing. What about next column value? It is there or that is also missing?
This is
It is there.
sir.
Then ID value replaced by M value. M value replaced by
value.
last which value is missing? C value is missing. Then go to third row. ID is missing. M is missing. But this value, ID column value is missing. Na? See, this ID column value replaced by, missing value replaced by same row, not next row. But same row, which column? P value. P value. Okay, ID value replaced by P. Then M value replaced by C. Last P and C both are missing in the same row. We are not shuffling in the same. We are not submitted. You can see here. Series 99 actually not ID column. 99 is a which value? M value.
M value.
So last which column value is missing? C. But C value is there. 76 is there. Next third row. ID is missing. M is missing. But P 88, 99. You can see 88. 99 is there. So conclusion point is don't use miss over always, because miss over when it will give the correct results when my last column values, last variable values are missing, at that time only miss over it gives the proper results. Is there any first column or middle column values are missing, miss over it won't give the proper results. Clear my point? Then at that time how to read my data? I want to read proper data. Then how can we do that? That purpose, yesterday I told DST is equal to CSV. DST is equal to don't say combination here. Don't say DSD is equal to miss over. DSD is equal to CSV. So when my comma delimited file, we can use instead of the DLM is equal to comma, we can use DSD over. Is there any missing values are there? Instead of the miss server, we can use DSD. We can use DSD. But miss server only it works when my last column values are missing. At that time only miss over it give proper result. But DSD last column values are missing, even first column or middle column values are missing. At that time also DSD it gives the proper results only. What is my point here? So now here don't use DLM is equal to comma and which option? Miss over. Directly use which option? DL. You see functionality is it is a miss over also. Extra is there any first column or middle column values are missing in my source data? We can display as a dot only by using DSD. Now I am submitting this one. When I submitted, ID is a missing dot, ID M is a missing dot, and middle M and P is a missing dot. Then which option is a good? DSD. Wait. Clear as of now? Now I will go for one more TXT file. The last one. So this is a AT or AN is a TXT file. Now here 101 type symbol 22. ఈ ఏసీ ఆఫ్ చేసే చేసుకోండి, అది చూడండి, మీరు ఆఫ్ చేసే చేయండి, నో ఇష్యూ. సో 23 and 24. So 102. So in my second row, what are the values are missing? M and P. In my ID is missing, but M is there. P is missing. C is there. Okay, then 104. ID is there. Then there is no value. There is no P value. Again C value is there. Okay, again 105. Now this is my TXT file. Okay, this is my TXT. Here, this is a which delimited file? File delimited. Then here, guess it and let me know how many options required. Okay.
DSD.
Can we use DSD or DSD it works for only comma?
DSD
sir. DSD also works for 5. Other than space, DSD works for other.
Here I am using DLM is equal to that one. 5. Next one is a DSD. DSD. Next one is a input ID M P C Programming. Talking data is equal. My data set name is a AN when okay. ఇక్కడ మీరు మిస్ ఓవర్ యూస్ చేయొచ్చు డౌట్ ఉందా? ఇంకా
कोशिश
Anybody?
करें हो गया पूरा डाटा.
Jyotika and shared